weekend, everyone. It is the weekend of love.
And the act of loving.
The act of loving, yes. That is our subject for today, actually, because I just thought, with it being Valentine's weekend, and everybody, you know, is celebrating and buying into all this commercial love, spending excess money on presents, gifts. I thought that we'll talk about it. Let's cover the subject.
Right, okay, well, there's some questions that people aren't answering. So
Okay.
we're going to go with the
Let's
first question. So, what do you consider to be love? And is Valentine's Day important to you?
I feel it's nice to be recognised at Valentine's Day. That in itself is cute, okay? When you do nice things for each other and you're generating and you're reciprocating love between one another, I find that nice.
Okay.
But what I find, you know, really bizarre about it, which really sits strangely with me, is why there has to be a day of the year to show that. Why are people not doing these nice things every single freaking day of the week? We need to be showing love day to day, consistently, and you should be practicing the act of love, whether that be loving yourself, which does not mean just sitting in front of the mirror. I'm so glad you can't see him. Which does not mean, guys, when we've got this collective, broader new spectrum of the youngsters now that think self-love is just promoting themselves in a sense of, I am amazing, I am gorgeous, I am, you know, it's look within as well, guys. Begin to love all them fractal pieces of yourself that are completely diminished and disconnected from the real force of love and giving itself. Can we go back to the question, because I forgot what the question was. I lost myself.
ADHD girl. Okay. What do you?
Don't put a title on me, okay?
Sorry, sweetie, please. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
the end of the week. I'm tired.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I'm not
We've
thinking
had
clear. I've had a lot of food. I'm
nice
chill.
food.
I've had a lovely day. I'm relaxed in
We
the
are
cabin,
chill,
in
aren't
the cabin
we?
of destiny. Chillaxing. Okay, so we'll go back to the question. So it was, what do you consider to be love, which you've just answered.
Love
Obviously-
itself is the act of giving.
Okay, and obviously, of course, Valentine's Day is important to you.
Yeah, giving love day to day is what I do as a job. It's giving love constantly. It's generating love.
But Valentine's Day wasn't important to you before when you were on your own because you didn't have anyone
Yes,
to share
it
with.
was. Yes, it
But
was.
you didn't have to get any presents for anyone.
Hang on a minute.
Right, but you got me loads of stuff.
Hold on a minute.
And you maybe
I
you made me
always
feel loved.
buy. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad about that. But I also get my grandmother flowers. Grandma Anne, if you're watching, I love you so much. She's amazing. And for that reason, when Granddad died, I consistently made sure every Valentine's Day that she got flowers or a gift or a meal or something sweet. And my kids, which are my eternal love, my heart, my soul, they are my unconditionals. You know, if they was to even, you know, do the worst act on the planet, then yes, I'm still going to love them. Whether society tells me not to, I'm going to love them. And they're still going to get Valentine's presents. So I'm always going to buy them gifts. So it's not just about giving to your lover, it's also about giving to yourself. It's about accepting and learning to accept and knowing you deserve love. We all deserve love. You deserve love. I deserve love. All my friends deserve and all my friends deserve love. And everybody watching, people I don't even know in day-to-day life that come to me with such extraordinary stories that need help, that need healing, that have gone through the most painful paths, that have disconnected them from the act of love, or they've never even known what love is. I almost felt like singing,
sounds like a
I
song.
want to know what love is.
I was about to jump on the drums.
I want you to show me.
Right, should we move on to the second
Yeah,
question?
yeah.
Right, so people would like to know, what are the differences of love and connections?
So there's different types of connections. Connections are really a part of, you can have connections with people that are not, they're all forms of love, yes, you could say, but the connections can be at that time within your life, within that time of your life duration. You are connecting for a reason. You are elevating to a level which puts you on the same level as someone else, similar frequencies, similar life circumstances and situations, where you're both coming together and you're learning from each other. Then you've got soul connections. Soul connections are eternal connections. These are connections that have been with you for past lives, thousands of years, that, you know, are two bonds interconnected, having the spiritual experience, but occasionally revisiting each other in the physical existence. These kind of connections are unbreakable. They're unbreakable, but they may change form throughout life itself, because, you know, we can at one moment be solely feel that this connection is right and this is a one and this is what it's going to be and this is how it's going to be. But if the conditions are not right for that connection and there's slight changes and altered states of being, then they can shift. And that connection of someone you considered, for example, my children's father, the absolute love of what I consider love of my life, in a sense of I could never love like that again, should we say. Doesn't necessarily mean the love of my life, but I couldn't love like that again because I put way too much into it and I was so much of a people pleaser. It was ridiculous. No boundaries. My toleration levels were ridiculous. And for that reason, that love diminished and it became another form where there's no intensity of connection and love and wanting to be with it anymore. That shifts. So that state of love shifts, but the love does not break. It merely shifts. So you may have levels of respect for that person. Like, for example, I wouldn't talk about the more difficult times within our relationship, because we've got children and there's respect there, and I have a major love for his family. They're part of me, they're like my family. And in them years, that is when I truly grew into who I am. And at the end part of that situation, that love dynamic, that was when my altered states of consciousness really took place, because my soul, my heart had to die at that point for me to reevaluate who I am, to have 6 full years of celibacy, time away, long distance connections, yes, valuable long distance connections that I can honestly say I absolutely adore, but at the same time, that time was for me. That time was for me. And it took a long time before another love came into my path, in more of a physical nature. And why do I want to laugh so much?
Should we move on to question 3?
Move on.
Is love everlasting?
Of course. Love is everlasting.
Everlasting love.
Need you by my side.
Cannot be my bride. Right, okay.
Never be denied.
So-
Everlasting love.
What's lacking in the world right now?
Love. Fucking love.
Love.
It's gone to pot. It's gone to pot. The things that are going on in this world right now is absolutely appalling. There's real disconnect on every level in society. And people are not loving anymore. They're not giving. Love should be an act of service in your day-to-day life. If you can't love, if you struggle to love, learn to say I love you to people you love. Okay? If people,
Elizabeth.
I love you too. Learn to say I love you, learn to appreciate, learn to reciprocate, learn to be understanding, and
I'm understanding, Elizabeth.
it's a good job then, isn't it? Really, let's be honest.
The audience agree.
That is like cheesy 90s television, that is. That really is cheesy 90s.
Guys, shut up. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Shut them up. So, yeah, let's leave it at that. I just wanted to really cover the fact that love is so important, and if you struggle to give love, then you're going to struggle to receive love.
Yes.
So, go inwards.
Facts.
Go inwards, learn to love who you are, learn to find out who you truly are, and then open that heart and love the world. And I think I'll leave it at that, love.
Thank you, Elizabeth. That was fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thank you. Short but sweet.
Thank you.